Never underestimate the power you have to take your life in a new direction. I am fallen, flawed, and imperfect. Yet drenched in the grace and mercy that is found in Jesus Christ, there is strength. If what you seek is truth, there is one thing you must have above all else. I offer my opponents a bargain. If they will stop telling lies about us, I will stop telling the truth about them. Every luxury must be paid for, and everything is a luxury, starting with being in this world. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Times stride, so uneven, some days endless, and others like the blink of an eye. It is when things are at worst you will get the best. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Inspiration is sometimes as simple as a shared smile. Strange, what being forced to slow down could do to a person. Nobody wants to believe that existence carries on without at least taking a stumble from their departure of this world. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. The wise man knows that it is better to sit on the banks of a remote mountain stream than to be emperor of the whole world. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Friendship happens when the distance between the hearts tends to zero. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. If you're reading this, congratulations, you're alive. If that's not something to smile about, then I don't know what is. You just have to go after what you want, and if it doesn't want you back, then so be it. It doesn't deserve you anyways. Effective supply chain management is key to the attenuation of global scarcity of vital commodities. Decide how badly you want it and proceed accordingly. To all of you here, I wish you a very happy new year, and I look forward to seeing you in 2022. All the best. Everything will be all right in the end, so if it is not all right, it is not the end. The true hypocrite is the one who ceases to perceive his deception, the one who lies with sincerity. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistakes. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. All that exists is just and unjust and is equally justified in both respects. The things that pose the greatest threats to your survival are the most real things. Learn we may be with another man's learning. We can only be wise with wisdom of our own. Guard well your thoughts when alone and your words when accompanied. Have faith when you have nothing else of faith. The best index to a person's character is how he treats people who can't do him any good, and how he treats people who can't fight back. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. To be independent of public opinion is the first formal condition of achieving anything great. If we try to measure now, we find it's always gone, has become part of the past. It's a lie to think you're not good enough. It's a lie to think you're not worth anything. That's the problem with memories. You can visit them, but you can't live in them. One of the most scariest things in life is when you come to the realization that the only thing that can save you is yourself. Not all can believe anything they want to, because not all have the ability to believe. You're where you are right now because of the actions you've taken, or maybe the inaction you've taken. If you try and lose, then it isn't your fault. But if you don't try and we lose, then it's all your fault. Everyone makes mistake. Type of mistake gives the perspective of seriousness. Stop blaming outside circumstances for your inside chaos. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. People are not lazy. They simply have impotent goals, that is, goals that do not inspire them. The goal of education is to enable individuals to continue their education. I am serving the purpose for which I was designed, therefore I am satisfied with my existence. You can recognize a small truth because its opposite is a falsehood. The opposite of a great truth is another truth. If you don't know who you truly are, you'll never know what you really want. Attaining recognition is an individual journey. It cannot be bestowed upon us by others. Humor is what happens when we're told the truth quicker and more directly than we're used to. It takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to be free to choose a life that makes you happy. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. We have to know the truth about the past to discover our future. Don't wake me for the end of the world unless it has very good special effects. Everything looks impossible initially, and then everything eases out gradually. Beginning is the key. Giving thanks fills you with light and joy so you can shine like the bright star you truly are. What we do not confront, we inhabit. What we do not reject, we accept. What we do not fight, we become. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Life is not like water. Things in life don't necessarily flow over the shortest possible route. Success is doing what you want to do, when you want, where you want, with whom you want, as much as you want. The rich fop Francis of Assisi was bored all his life. Making a difference to the welfare of animals doesn't require a massive effort. It requires small actions that can make a significant impact. Institutionalized rejection of difference is an absolute necessity in a profit economy which needs outsiders as surplus people. Sometimes I can't figure out what to wear, and sometimes I have universe in my head. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. The friends you make in college are friends you'll have for life, even if you don't talk for years at a time. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Life will just not wait for us to live it. We are in it now, and now is the time to live. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Always be open to inspiration. You never know where it may come from. Begin with an open mind, end with an inspired heart. See, as much as you want to hold on to the bitter sore memory that someone has left this world, you are still in it. There is little success where there is little laughter. Every comforting word is a command from a man of action, while every word of command is commotion from a man of just words. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. Great achievement is usually born of great sacrifice and is never the result of selfishness. We are here, and it is now. The way I see it is, after that, everything tends towards guesswork. We have no right to just stand by and watch them tarnish our tomorrow. Don't waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and grudges. Life is too short to be unhappy. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. Gamitin ang puso para alagaan ang tang malapit sa'yo. Gamitin ang utak para alagaan ang sarili mo. What doesn't quicken dies. That's an indisputable truth of life. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. Of life's two chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart and the second in a laborer's hand. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. I believe that words are strong, that they can overwhelm what we fear when fear seems more awful than life is good. The truth seems directed at you when in fact, it's blind. Peter Ojo. Unless we learn to know ourselves, we run the danger of destroying ourselves. The inner revolution will not be televised or sold on the internet. It must take place within one's own mind and heart. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. We can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty there that needs to be done.